Hey, Cowboys Nation, as we gear up for what promises to be an offseason filled with big moves and tough decisions, the Dallas Cowboys are making every effort to refine the team and deliver the results we all crave, bringing another Lombardi trophy home to Dallas. Before we dive into the juicy details, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on America's team. Let's jump into today's story 1. That's got fans debating across the board the future of our quarterbacks and potential changes in the backfield. We all know how vital the backup quarterback position is in today's NFL, especially for a team like the Cowboys. With Dak Prescott's injury history, having a reliable option behind him isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. On one hand, we have Cooper Rush, an undrafted gem who's carved out a reputation as a steady, no-nonsense backup. Over the past few seasons, Rush has been a lifesaver, stepping in when needed and delivering a solid 9-5 record as a starter. He's dependable, knows the system inside out, and is beloved in the locker room. But then there's Trey Lance, a former number 3 overall pick with tantalizing potential. Sure, his lone start for the Cowboys ended in a loss, and his overall record sits at 5-7, but let's talk about what he brings to the table. Raw athleticism, a cannon of an arm, and the ability to adapt to various offensive systems. With a new head coach potentially bringing in a fresh scheme, Lance's versatility could be a game changer. Imagine an offense tailored to his strengths, designed for mobility, big plays, and creativity. Lance represents the future, and while Rush has been rock solid, his skill set may not evolve as much as Lance's could under the right guidance. What's at stake here? Re-signing Lance would mean betting on upside and the long-term vision for this team. Sticking with Rush, however, is the safe route, the dependable option if the goal is short-term stability. This decision could very well set the tone for the next chapter of Cowboys football, but that's not all. Let's shift gears and talk about another critical piece of the puzzle, the backfield. We've witnessed some incredible moments from Rico Dowdle, who defied all odds to become the first undrafted Cowboys player to rush for 1,000 yards in franchise history. His gritty, hard-nosed running style made him a fan favorite this season, but now Dowdle is testing free agency, leaving a potential void in our backfield. If the Cowboys can't lock him down, they'll need to make a splash in the market. Here are 4 names that could fit the bill. Szechuan, Najee Harris, Pittsburgh Steelers. Harris is a powerhouse runner who could be the perfect complement to the Cowboys' offense. With over 1,000 yards in 2024, he brings the physicality we need to grind out tough yards and dominate in short yardage situations. Adding Harris would give the Cowboys a dynamic weapon capable of carrying a heavy workload. 2. Nick Chubb, Cleveland Browns. Nick Chubb might come with some injury concerns, but when healthy, he's among the league's elite. Coming off a bounce-back year in 2024, Chubb is poised to return to form. Could he be the home run hitter the Cowboys need to reinvigorate their rushing attack? 3. Jordan Mason, San Francisco 49ers. Mason stepped up in a big way for the Niners when Christian McCaffrey went down, proving he can handle starter responsibilities. His 789 rushing yards on limited carries show he's efficient, explosive, and ready to take on a bigger role. Mason could provide excellent value without breaking the bank. 4. J.K. Dobbins, Los Angeles Chargers. Dobbins is another intriguing option. After battling injuries early in his career, he delivered a standout season in 2024, rushing for 905 yards and tying his career high with 9 touchdowns. If Dobbins stays healthy, he could be a dynamic addition to the Cowboys' backfield. With these decisions looming, the Cowboys find themselves at a crossroads. It's not just about plugging holes or making flashy signings, it's about building a cohesive team that can win when it matters most. The quarterback decision will shape the offense's identity moving forward, especially with a potential new coaching staff in the mix. Do you bet on the steady hand of Cooper Rush, or do you roll the dice on Trey Lance's untapped potential? As for the running back situation, finding the right fit is crucial. Whether it's re-signing Dowdle or pursuing one of the free agents mentioned, the Cowboys need a back who can take the pressure off Dak Prescott and keep defenses honest. The Cowboys shocked the NFL world earlier this week when they announced they were parting ways with Mike McCarthy. This wasn't just any offseason move. It was a decision that came after McCarthy led the team to 4 wins in 5 games between late November and late December, all without franchise quarterback Dak Prescott, who was sidelined with a season-ending hamstring injury. McCarthy's dismissal raised eyebrows because just a few weeks ago, the conversations were reportedly about a contract extension, not a farewell. So what happened? NFL Network's Jane Slater shed some light on what might have led to the split. According to her, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones had been in talks with Jason Witten, the legendary former Cowboys tight end. The idea? To bring Witten into the coaching staff with a potential heir apparent role, paving the way for him to eventually take over as head coach. Here's where things got tricky. While Jones reportedly envisioned a future with McCarthy and Witten working together, McCarthy seemed less than thrilled about the idea. Slater noted that McCarthy's decision to walk away was a surprise to Jones, but it's clear that the owner's plan for the team's future didn't sit well with the now former head coach. So let's talk about Jason Witten, the Cowboys legend who spent 16 seasons wearing the star and now finds himself being mentioned as a potential head coach. Jones has been vocal about his admiration for Witten's football IQ and work ethic, comparing him to Dan Campbell, the Detroit Lions head coach, who's turned that franchise into a force to be reckoned with. Jason has something you can't draw up, Jones said back in November. He's sophisticated in his understanding of football, but also gets the mentality of the physical game. Without question, he could become a top coach. While Witten has no formal NFL coaching experience, his name is being floated as a potential dark horse candidate for the Cowboys' head coaching vacancy. It's a bold idea, one that's dividing fans and analysts alike. The Cowboys aren't limiting their search to Witten. Here are some of the other names linked to the job. Robert Saleh, the former New York Jets head coach, is known for his defensive expertise and fiery leadership. Kellen Moore, the Philadelphia Eagles offensive coordinator and a former Cowboys assistant, Moore has been gaining attention for his innovative play calling. Deion Sanders. That's right, Coach Prime himself. Sanders, a Cowboys icon and current head coach at Colorado, has been a popular name in coaching circles. His charisma and leadership are undeniable, but would he be the right fit for the Cowboys? What does this mean for the Cowboys' future? Let's face it, this isn't just about filling a vacancy. This is about defining the Cowboys' identity for years to come. McCarthy's tenure was marked by moments of promise, but also by postseason disappointments. Now, Jerry Jones has the opportunity to reshape the team, but his penchant for staying in the spotlight could complicate matters. The reported interest in Witten as a potential head coach reflects Jones's tendency to make splashy, headline-grabbing moves. While Witten's legacy as a player is secure, stepping into a head coaching role, especially for a team like the Cowboys, is a monumental leap. At the same time, pursuing established names like Saleh or innovative minds like Moore could signal a desire for a more traditional path to success. And then there's Deion Sanders, whose personality and coaching style would bring unmatched energy, but also significant risk. Now it's time to hear from you. What do you think the Cowboys should do? Quarterbacks. Should the team stick with the reliable Cooper Rush or take a chance on Trey Lance's upside? Running backs. Who's your pick to join the Cowboys' backfield? Harris, Chubb, Mason, Dobbins, or someone else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and while you're at it, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your fellow Cowboys fans. Let's keep the conversation going as we look ahead to an exciting offseason. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Cowboys.